Alrighty, so I wanted to make a series of videos where I went around Aelio looking for anything that could relate to the story of the game and that if it could provide hints as what's to come in the future. And it turns out Reddit has been thinking the same thing because I found a post talking about Central City's tower being a giant cannon. Now, why would I make a video about something that's already been talked about before? Well, that's because I have things of my own to add to it. Now, what I have to add is basically I've gone around and looked at the tower, trying to figure out if this thing makes sense as being some kind of giant cannon. And it turns out there is some evidence to support this idea, and there is some evidence that is against this idea. And that's all within the structure of the tower. So let's get the most easiest thing out of the way first, the top of the tower. When you get up there and you look down, you can clearly see that at the bottom it does look like a laser can come out of that opening. It doesn't really make sense for this thing to have something like that sitting at the top, so it's going to be that or a complete coincidence in all honesty. But for every giant cannon, you need a great deal of power, right? If you were to supply power to this thing, you'd need a giant power source. There's clearly nothing above ground showing that, but maybe there's something underground. Well, how are they going to get the power up there? Well, that's where the inside of the tower comes in, because right in the center, there's an area that for some reason is left clear. There's nothing in the way of it. You could say that it's just a decorative piece, but at the same time, what if that opens up to connect to the ceiling and then that allows power to go through to activate the cannon? Moving on to the outside, there's a big dilemma, and that is how is this giant tower going to shift itself into a cannon? Now, while you could say that it looks like there are some pieces that look like they can shift, and that does allow it to get the shape going, at least in my opinion, but when it comes to the external structure, there's all these struts in the way. How are they going to be able to move around so then this thing can rotate? Because if it can't rotate, what's the point, right? Some people on Reddit think that this tower has shot up the mountain before, and you can clearly see that it had to have rotated a slight amount just so it can actually make the shot. Story-wise, it does make sense for this thing to actually exist, because I guess we could aim it the other way at whatever the hell is up there, but that one's a topic for another day. Anyhow, comment down below what you guys think, because honestly, I do feel like this cannon does actually exist. Otherwise, why would they put an image of it like that in the story for? Anyhow, that's been my first episode of Mysteries of Aelio. I'll be uploading a few more of these in due time, but this video is done for today. With that said, ciao for now, guys.